What a game we have coming up here. A top 10. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to take a shot. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45 on its way. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And that shows you the confidence this QB has in his target down the field. Running the corner out, he's well covered, but he knows if he puts it up in the air, his guy is going to go climb the ladder and make a play for him. Beautiful job.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Horned Frogs started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved. Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right up to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to pick.
Oh, a lot of space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there.
Touchdown, TCU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had 1 game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Clemens. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards. Hauls it in down the sideline. Oh, look out on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just...
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Still looking on the move. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Palmer. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Not finding any running room. Nothing that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this.
Touchdown, TCU! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on teams. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Horned Frogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. You know, last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble and make some yards. So this QB is really feeling comfortable.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Starts to scramble to the left. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything that
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The give from the gun. Nice move to pick up yardage. Got a little space. Running through contact. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had this...
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
A big...
This should be the last play of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Going downfield for the big play. Makes a grab down the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Used the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run, and a lot of receivers for the defense to contend with. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Past the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He got loose, and it was... TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse.
Gashing the D on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got... The Horned Frogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware.
He lofts one down the sideline. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the 1st down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the 2nd level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
Man, that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back. Get him.
they take it in. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll He'll start this drive firing. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. And the Horned Frogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that.
Let's go. Right. Single, single. Ready?
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to set up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
All right, let's get it. Right.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10.
White 53.
From the red zone, it's Palmer. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped.
Let's go.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And they're going to score again, yet another. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such